We've all had it happen to us. You and your date are having a great time, the conversation is flowing, the jokes are flowing, and you both seem to be really into each other. All of a sudden, she says something that makes you feel sick to your stomach. You know, the kind of thing that makes it obvious that she doesn't care about you or, worse, that she's only using you to further her own interests. Comments like this might be difficult to cope with, but if you are aware of them in advance, you will be able to recognize them and avoid having them damage your relationship with the lady. Despite the fact that every woman is unique and there are always exceptions to the rule, there are several things that women frequently say that should raise red flags. It's time to move on if you experience any of the following from a lady you're dating. Number 1, condemning you for circumstances that are out of your control. We all have our quirks and flaws, but she continuously calls attention to and criticizes yours. This is a big red flag. No one is perfect, and everyone has flaws they would like to change, but when she constantly points out your shortcomings and demands that you change for her, it indicates that she is more interested in the person she wants you to become than who you actually are. If you find yourself constantly being put down or criticized, it's time to move on. Of course, constructive criticism is different from tearing someone down. Women frequently use criticism to try to exert control over the man they are dating. If she continuously criticizes you as a means of attempting to control your conduct, this is not just unhealthy but also a significant warning sign. You should never feel the need to alter who you are in order to appease another person. I don't mean making small changes, like giving up smoking because she doesn't like it. Rather, I mean altering your entire personality to suit the other person. If she frequently has you doubting your reality or yourself, she may be engaging in gaslighting, a manipulative technique used to acquire control over someone. If she constantly criticizes you for things you can't change. The second thing that is a major waste of time and energy is expecting you to accomplish something without asking for it, spending time on things you can't control. If she expects you to read her mind or just know what she wants, she is not only being unreasonable but also demonstrating that she doesn't respect your autonomy. This is especially true if she is asking for things that are outside the boundaries of what you would typically do for someone you are dating. Yes, striving to make your spouse happy is a necessary element of being in a relationship, but you should never do it out of obligation. It's time to move on if you constantly have to guess what she wants or needs because you are not her personal assistant and you deserve to be with someone who recognizes and respects you. The reading game is unfair and also a huge red flag if she can't be bothered to ask you about your day or how you're feeling because that's a good indication that she doesn't really care about you. Additionally, this game of guessing not only paves the way for future conflict but can also be this reveals a lot about her character. If she's an energy vampire who thrives on spreading negativity, it will be toxic for you in the long run. Additionally, if she constantly complains about other people, it won't be long before she starts complaining about you. It's natural for people to gossip and complain about other people, but if she does it constantly, it reveals a lot about her character. Respecting one another is an essential component of any relationship, and if she can't respect others around her, it's unlikely that she will be able to appreciate you. This lack of regard can only result in further arguments. Providing deadlines is number 4. If she's always setting you deadlines, she doesn't want to negotiate or figure things out. All she wants is her way, and she doesn't care about your needs or feelings. A good relationship cannot be built on this type of selfish, immature conduct. Nobody likes to be blackmailed or coerced into doing something, and it's not a healthy way to live. When giving ultimatums, the focus is always on what the other person can do for you rather than what you can do for them. This is especially true if she constantly threatens to break up with you if you don't do what she wants. Instead of setting ultimatums, this sort of thinking fosters an environment of dread and distrust, which is the antithesis of what you want in a relationship. It is also highly self-centered and not conducive to a healthy, happy partnership. She's always right and you're always wrong, so try to have frank discussions about what you both want. If she won't compromise or meet you halfway, it's definitely not worth your time and effort. No one is always right, and no one is always wrong. Since you're both attempting to show that you're right, this sort of thinking, which is highly black and white, is not helpful in any way and will only result in disagreements and conflict. She won't be receptive to new ideas or alternative points of view if she constantly believes she is correct. In a relationship, it's important to be able to see things from different perspectives. If she's not willing to do this, it will be difficult to grow and connect on a deeper level. This close-mindedness will eventually lead to boredom as you'll have nothing new to discuss or learn from each other. It's a really destructive way of thinking and will only lead to arguments, resentment, and eventually a breakup. These are some things to think about if you think your partner is displaying some of the warning signs we just talked about. It's not always easy to confront these things, but maintaining a healthy relationship is crucial. If you're unhappy with how things are going, it's necessary to communicate with each other and try to work things out if she's not willing to change her thinking.